Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in this very important update here on price action of Bitcoin. As we can see guys, after breaking out from this resistance, Bitcoin has officially entered above this support zone, and this support zone, if it holds the price for this week, then it is going to continue with another bullish continuation towards this first bullish target for the month of June, which will be marking a new all-time high. And we are also going to discuss what in case this bullish breakout is going to turn out into a weekend breakout. I mean a false break to the upside and then Bitcoin heading towards the original direction. So we are going to discuss all of this one by one, but please, before I do that, destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Now, first thing first, let's look at this head and shoulder formation. This head and shoulder was a bearish continuation pattern, and when the price of Bitcoin started breaking to the downside, we were aware this here, right, this here could be resulting in a continuation in between 0.5, 0.61 Fibonacci line, find bottom, and only after that make a U-shape or a V-shape type of recovery. But I was very clear with you guys, even if this bearish continuation plays out in a bigger picture, Bitcoin still looks very bullish, because we knew in a bigger picture Bitcoin was above some key line which was preparing ourselves for a bullish continuation. And if you look in our case, Bitcoin has officially entered inside this neckline, which is a great sign. But please be aware, this could be a weekend pump. We have seen in a weekend Bitcoin showing a similar move. I mean a continuation which later resulted in a fake out. So we don't want to get trapped in this kind of move. So that's why what we need the price of Bitcoin to do, we need the price of Bitcoin to close the weekly candle above 104,105,000. If we do that, Bitcoin will be closing the weekly also above this June CPR, which will be preparing ourselves for a continuation here to the upside. Yes guys, Bitcoin finding support above or in between 104,105,000 means we will be remaining above this key trend line, the top central and the bottom CPI line, which could be preparing ourselves for a continuation that might look somehow like this towards the first bullish target for the month of June, which sits around $113,000. Yes guys, a new all-time high will be imminent if the price of Bitcoin manages to close the weekly in between 104,000-105,000, because that parallelly will also find support around this horizontal trend line. And in the past price action, we were aware each and every pullback around this horizontal trend line, which previously acted as resistance, resulted in a very bullish continuation once we flip that into support. Just like here, we flipped the previous resistance into support, which later resulted in a bullish continuation. Here we flipped the previous resistance into support, which resulted in a bullish continuation. So now if the price manages to close the weekly in between 104,000-105,000, then we are expecting another continuation like this to play out here in a bigger picture. And even in a smaller time frame or in a daily time frame, you can see this relief rally was very normal. I mean, we found support at this lower band, and lower band from this Bollinger Band usually gets broken when the price is preparing itself for a downtrend. So to avoid this bearish continuation, despite Bitcoin showing a move to the upside, what we need the price to do in the medium short term, we need the price to close the weekly above 104,000-105,000. If we do that, then this bearish breakout will be turning out into a fake out, and price of Bitcoin after that could be preparing itself for a continuation that might look somehow like this. I mean, this Bollinger Band favoring the longs. Otherwise, if the weekly fails to hold above 104,000-105,000, then this could be turning out into a weekend fake out, a pump to liquidate the over average shorts and then head towards the original direction in this manner. So to avoid this bearish move, what must the price in the medium short term do? The price in the medium short term must find support above 104,000-105,000 or close the weekly above 104,000-105,000. And by doing that, we will be marking this as the bottom, and price of Bitcoin after that is expected to continue higher. And now Before I switch to other chart, I just want to quickly remind you guys that if you haven't claimed this free bonus of valuable from Bybit to our community members, almost around $30,050 in a welcome rewards, then definitely check this out, because this event is temporary, and to those individuals who want to take advantage of this market volatility and trade with free money, for you guys this could be a great opportunity. So please check the video description. Now let's look at this Williams alligator indicator. According to this Williams alligator indicator, I showed you that Bitcoin could show a continuation that might look somehow like this. I mean, despite this being a bullish continuation pattern, we might see some weakness, some turbulence, Bitcoin dropping around 95,000, but at the end we were expecting this uptrend to continue. I mean, I showed you that this was a bullish trend. Despite this being a bullish trend, we had few pullbacks, but at the end, price headed towards the original direction. So in our case, we might see a very similar move that played out in the past price action. Bitcoin showing weakness, getting attracted in between 95,000 like this, right? And then a continuation in this manner. But in our case, Bitcoin has somehow managed to come across this 104,000, 105,000. So that's why if we manage to remain above that range, if this is not a weekend fake out, then we are expecting this uptrend to continue. And according to Wyckoff, you can see, if we look at the price action in a bit different way, you can see this could be the accumulation area, and now we could be heading in this manner. I mean, Bitcoin following this mark of phase, and this pullback here was just a correction which is shown in this example. This could be a temporary correction, and now the price of Bitcoin could be preparing itself for a blow off top type of formation. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that in case of doubt, I suggest you guys to simply zoom out, because the price, after flipping 104,000, 105,000 resistance into support, it has officially broken out of this falling channel, a bullish continuation channel as well. So if the price here manages to flip the resistance into support, let me show you with this trend line here. If the price in the medium short term manages to flip this upper trend line resistance into support, then we are expecting this uptrend to continue. I mean, Bitcoin from here to continue with a new uptrend. So it is very, very important that the price in a weekly time frame, in a daily time frame, remains above 104 or in between 104 and 105,000, because by doing that, we are also going to invalidate this bearish continuation pattern which is lining up parallelly. I mean, rising channel is a bearish continuation pattern. So if we want to avoid this move to the downside, then we need Bitcoin to hold its support above 104, 105,000. By simply doing that, even the indicators which are still bearish will be turning bullish like this. I mean, MACD will start forming a bullish cross, T3CCI will start appearing in a positive territory, and RSI showing a move in this manner. So doesn't matter whichever scenarios plays out, if we simply zoom out, a pullback like this could be giving us a great buying opportunity. And now, even with the help of this descending broadening wedge, you can see, even if the price fails to hold the weekly above 104, 105,000 and start showing a reversal, this bearish continuation pattern starts playing out. But in that case, even in that case, you know, we are still bullish. I mean, this will be looked as a retest, a previous resistance being tested, which in our case will be acting as support, and Bitcoin after that making a U-shape or a V-shape type of recovery. So it doesn't matter whichever scenarios plays out, if you simply zoom out, Bitcoin looks very, very bullish. So this was some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye bye.